Not going, bro. It's not going. People are beep, 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 and I'm doing this, bro. I'm sweating, bro.
It is.
What was impressive? The fact that I could spell it right.
Of course, I mean.
Okay. All right.
Brothers.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Whose smoke detector is that?
Hey, D. Really? Welcome to the I Am podcast. My name is Claudio. You already know who it is. We got AD in the house, we got Dusto in the house, and we got Marcos. But today we're gonna be focusing on two people, AD and Marcos. The first episode we focused on me and my buddy over there, Dustin. But today we're gonna be focusing on these two. Now, before we get started, Argentina won the World Cup, right?
Yeah,
so
incredible.
it's a big thing for my boy over here. So hey. Start us off, bro. Come on.
Yeah,
Argentina.
and it's very hard for a lot of people to understand that soccer for us is just way more than a sport. It's just like
It's kind of religion.
It's a religion.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's actually there's actually now it's Messi, but we had Maradona, which was also the best player. Now he passed
That's
away.
the
but
other
he's
thing, yeah.
here, and there's a Maradonian church.
I heard about that. I heard about that. That's crazy.
The level of crazy. I mean, you gotta be so crazy to be
Yeah, you gotta play
like behind that, but it's just like 6.5 million people in the streets after we won the World Cup.
That's crazy.
Even the highways were
packed.
The highways were not. There were no cars, no trucks.
Yeah.
Like just people walking on the highways.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I
seen that
saw-
picture. Yeah.
That's
you showed me.
insane.
Yeah, I actually saw sort of a picture or no, it was an article on Messi after all the World Cup, after all was said and done. It was like a few days after it all, they celebrated and all. He was going to his nephew's birthday party.
Yeah.
And he couldn't even go in peace because they were the publicity was just there was so many people he couldn't even get out of his own house to go to his niece's birthday party because
that's after the what?
He is what I call Argentina national treasure.
national treasure.
There you go.
Yeah, well, the day after Argentina arrived to the airport, that they were in a bus, as they always do, soccer teams or other sports teams, when they win, that they go in a bus and greeting people and all that. They had to suspend the celebration on the city because the bus couldn't go forward.
I heard that too.
They took all the players in helicopter, so they were all the players taking selfies, in the helicopter.
Could you imagine that?
So
cool.
it's
That is cool.
That's cool.
So it's just it's just we live sports at another level. Of course, soccer it's different, but even rugby, when we play rugby, the World Cup, even women that have nothing to do with rugby, it's a very tough sport. Everyone,
Argentina is big on rugby?
yeah, it's pretty solid. Yeah.
What?
So I thought that was only in England.
Yeah.
I really thought,
No,
Alright.
we have a pretty solid team,
Alright.
and then with tennis, Del Potro, that we had him, until a few years ago. Then now he's retired last year, but it's when he plays in New York,
That's insane.
there's Argentinians. If there's Argentinians around, you would notice.
Right.
It's just
What was it like younger growing up? Because when you were growing up, obviously, it's big, right? Soccer, football is big. What was it like? Was your family engaged in the whole? Or because I know you play golf, right?
Yeah.
So,
but I played
golf.
soccer too when I
Right.
was young, and then with my brother we had to decide. When we were 10ish, around 10 years old, we had tournaments for both soccer or football as well.
Right.
We call it, and golf, and then we had to decide
which one you want.
Yeah, because we were
Interesting.
enjoying both a lot,
Right,
but
right.
golf, it was just we had a group of friends also, so it's tournaments every month. So that's why we end up deciding. But our parents were always supportive in not forcing us to do this or that, just letting us do.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What came naturally? Golf or soccer?
Ooh, that's not a bad question.
All right. Let's see.
This guy. So I would say both. I would say both because I started both sports when I was really young. Like I started hitting some golf balls when I was 5. So there was there was like this free lessons on the Argentine Golf Association, but you had to be 6 years old to be able to participate. My brother was 7, and my brother was 6. I was 4, so I didn't have the enough age. Yeah, I was like 1 or 2 years like below the required age. But you know, the first times we've been there, my brother was hitting balls.
Right.
My dad, my mom over there as well, and I was just watching. And the instructors, I guess, they saw that I was wanting to hit balls so bad that at some point, you know, after I don't know, the 4th, 5th time we went, hey man, just come over here.
Just
Even though I didn't have the enough age, and that's where I started. Then for like 2-3 years, stopped like playing golf because we moved like 9 months to the U.S. with my family, and then we went back. But then soccer in school, like we had cool tournaments. Golf, the same thing in my golf club, and that's what then I decided. But
now you live in the capital, right? Your family, your parents live in the capital.
So since 2012, so I was raised and lived in Buenos Aires, the capital, until 2012. But then we moved to Mar del Plata, which is the main touristic city in summer.
Got it.
Yeah. So it's like 4 or 5 hours south.
Right.
Still a big city because it has 700,000 people in
Pretty
winter.
good size, yeah.
It can get up to 3 million in summer.
It's a good portion.
So it's just
Good size.
just so it can get so crazy because like in summer, like people park everywhere.
Really?
It's just everywhere you want to go. There's no space. It's just
What's the infrastructure like? Like what's like?
So
is it like in the U.S. like here when you walk around like you have like that's what I.
So
what's it like there? Yeah.
Mar del Plata, it has a lot of construction done with a certain rock because we have like 30 minutes like inland. We have like just not I wouldn't call it mountains because they're not as high, but it's a very rocky area, like more inside. There's those rocks that they use to build these houses that they look very, very nice.
Okay.
But the sad thing is that they're destroying a lot of those houses to build like high buildings.
Oh,
which
skyscrapers.
Yeah, but
Really?
yeah, like
It's what I call it.
skyscrapers, but they're not as high.
Oh.
But still, like from an economics perspective, you know, construction companies would rather build that, and you know, they buy a house, and sometimes they destroy a house that they shouldn't be doing.
It's called gentrification.
What?
Yes, gentrification. That's all right, buddy.
That's right.
There you go.
What is that?
I'll go with it.
So it's like a neighborhood, right? If you have
It's called what?
gentrification. Please.
So you
look it
cannot
up.
even pronounce it.
No.
Pronouncing it right?
Look it up, buddy.
How do you spell it?
What is this word you're saying? I don't even
Spell
know.
it.
I don't even know what you're saying.
Alright, let's see. Okay, go ahead, continue.
Yeah, so I mean they'll buy a house or like they'll buy like a neighborhood and they just split that neighborhood into like a skyscraper.
I think you're like where the look of the original city is starting to go away because of all this
so
buildings.
new,
so that sucks for us because it's like
no. Is it what they're doing in Champagne? You know,
Champagne, you see exactly what I mean. And then you start seeing building
everywhere.
Is it gentrification?
Yeah, there you go.
What is it?
I think wait. If I'm able to pronounce it,
You should
that
know
I
what
don't
it
even
is.
speak English as my main language.
That's what I'm
Eddie.
saying. Yeah. Gentrification.
G
ENTRI
Yeah,
F-
look it up.
Sounds like smart people stuff.
Well, thank you.
CA.
Push it out.
Kind of a place, to be honest.
Really try
TION.
hard.
I think
O-N?
you're good at trying.
Yeah, it comes naturally.
And notice you put a lot of
Yeah, I think
effort
so.
into everything.
Well,
You
thank
give
you, buddy.
everything 100%.
Yeah.
And I respect
Oh, it is
I
too.
did, bro. I told you, didn't I? All right. Yes, sir.
Oh god.
Hey, I told
That was impressive. Okay,
Peace,
okay.
Alright.
It is. It
What
is.
was impressive? The fact that I could spell it right. Like,
I wanna
gotta
see.
sip,
No.
man.
Wait. I wanna put this on. I wanna see if it will capture the audio. Let's see if the pronunciation.
Okay.
Gentrification.
There you go. Gentrification.
Okay. Okay.
I've never heard of it.
I've never
Yes,
heard of it.
sir.
Me too. That's
Hey,
new to me.
You guys are welcome.
wait,
Yeah.
were you a good student, Eddie?
I was alright.
I don't believe you.
I was really. I did my best. Let's just say that I did what I could do.
I will
That
say he
sounds
was better than
bad.
me. I will say I feel like academically
Yeah.
he was more educated than me
These
because
degrees
he
or was
came
it like
from he came from a background that when he was younger, which I mean you can speak more on this.
well,
When he was younger, he had to be educated,
Yeah.
or had some level of education.
Yeah.
So whereas mine was just like I didn't have the structure that he had. I mean, then we can go on to you now next. If,
Oh,
if
wow.
Marcus,
Yeah.
go ahead. Tell us about a little bit about
Where were
you.
you born?
Of course.
Yeah.
I was born in Kitambo, Jamaica.
Kitako Jamari.
Kitambo, Jamaica.
Yeah,
Where's
that
that?
sounds French.
I don't know how to.
Whoa!
It's-
That was nice. I see
I
what you
told
did
you
there.
what
Okay.
I got it like that, buddy.
We got the mic on the table.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
A
So
little Swifty.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Go
but
ahead.
anyway, Kitambo, Jamaica is where I started. It's where I made my name.
Tell the audience what that is.
What
They have
country is
no
that?
idea.
It's Republic Democratic of Congo.
Okay, now
Yes,
you
sir.
know where it is.
That was official. I like that.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Okay.
Anyway, guys, it's really where I made my name. It's where I started. It's where I've learned everything in my life. Well, not everything because some I've learned here when I came here. But the basic of life is that's where I've learned it in Kitambo, Jamaica. Big family. I'm not gonna lie. We have I have a lot of siblings.
You want to talk about your siblings?
Not
or
really.
You said
I'm gonna keep on the down low.
on the down low.
You feel
Yeah.
me?
Okay. Keep
but
it short
yeah.
and sweet.
Sweet and short. But anyway, big family. We all grew up in one house. It was challenging, of course. I mean,
Okay,
you
all right.
have brothers.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Whose smoke detector is that?
it's ours.
Where's it at? I'm taking the
Oh,
batteries
take
out.
it down. It's right up
Where's
there.
it at?
Even
right
if
there.
you take it like it. Oh,
Put
okay.
it in the.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. I did not know you can do that.
Arkansas, guys.
He said I'm from Arkansas.
No, I don't know.
He's from Arkansas.
All right.
He knows what he's doing.
All right, okay.
All right, continue.
Go back to whatever you're saying.
Back to work.
Anyhow,
Did you bang that?
Yeah, I probably did. But
Hey.
anywho,
All right, just so you know, this is our second podcast.
Second
We're not
podcast.
professionals yet.
we are.
Especially
Hey,
him.
trying.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
It's
but-
all right. Hey, this is what we're here to do. We're here to
Progress.
entertain you guys. This is what we do. Hey,
You may want to retape it again.
we tape it
I mean,
again.
just stick it to the
Hold on.
table.
Boom. There we go. We
Easy.
flying
I
high.
might have to cut that out. Who knows? All right.
Nah,
Continue.
don't
What
cut
were
it
you
out.
saying about,
Continue it. Go ahead.
Congo?
Anywho, where was I?
Congo.
You were talking about
you put your name in Congo.
your name. You made your name.
That's exactly what
You
I
established yourself.
That's right.
What were you
That's
talking
right.
about? What was
Yeah,
you
so
He was saying
big family.
big family.
Big family.
Yeah, really big family. Of course, at some point it was challenging. I mean, you grew up with a lot of brothers and
Sisters.
and sisters. You know,
You want to tell the audience what your dad and
not
your
really.
mom?
We should.
They ain't no big shots.
Nah.
Okay, all right.
just regular folks.
Just regular. folks.
Yes,
Is
sir.
that what we're gonna say? Is that
I don't
what
think
we're
so,
gonna
Eddie.
say?
just regular.
We're gonna
folks.
say they're regular. Okay. All
You
right.
know,
All right. I like it.
They try hard to make it in life, which some would say they are successful, especially my dad.
Would you say so?
I would, but yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Aside from all, he the boy.
Yeah.
On paper, he was successful.
Yeah,
On
him.
paper,
Yeah.
you can't doubt the boy.
Depending,
was
depending what you call
Yeah,
success.
success.
It depends
Yeah,
where
that's
you call
true, that's
success,
true,
you know.
that's
So,
true.
All right.
mom grew up in Belgium. I mean, born, I think, in Belgium.
That's cool.
Yeah, so, I grew up in a very sheltering environment, but at the same time, very disciplined. you really had to be on your toe the whole time because I mean you have a lot of siblings. Uh, everybody wanted to be better than everybody, you know. So
Competition.
yeah,
No way.
of course. So like, you had that little edge, even though we all. I mean, yeah, of course we love each other. We always got each other's back, but you know, we always had that edge of I don't know how I want to be better. I want to do good at school better than my brother. I want to do better. You know, like yeah, just like that. So yeah, we I grew up like that. Kind of adapt to my culture, the language. I speak few of my native language.
How many languages you speak? Tell them all. You speak like 10 languages.
Not really. That wasn't 10. Anyway, I speak a bit Swahili, Lingala. Swahili, I'll say it's. I have to thank my grandma because she really forced that into me, even though I hated it. Like she did not want to speak to me any other language but
Really?
Swahili.
So you can speak
Yeah.
Swahili?
Two.
Say something.
Oh yeah.
Two, give me now. We're not even done.
I have to hear it.
In a
I'm
minute.
sorry.
In a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah.
Give us the other ones.
Alright,
The other ones.
whatever.
Swahili, Lingala.
Swahili. I can understand Kiriga because my dad's side of family they speak Kiriga.
That's the village.
Yeah, you know. Yes, sir. It's the where everything started from my family.
From the
Right
village.
there, the village. You feel me?
Okay, come on.
And then Lingala. Lingala it's like a Congolese language, which I feel like we created because it's like Lingala and French mixed together. We created this language called Lingala, which everybody in my language speak. Everybody in my country speak. So that's that. French, it came from, what can I say? It came from school, friends, the people I surrounded myself with. And then from my background, I mean, they didn't force you to hang around like people from the same background, but it was like a, you know, like
It happened.
a natural, you know, like you hang around people from the same background, the same blah blah blah, you know. So, yeah, that really kept me into like it kept me grounded a little bit and to learn a few things about a few language, you know. For sure, French is one of them, and school of course, and at my house we should speak French. You feel me? So that helped, and then now I'm still learning English.
So that's 5
There
on
you
the
go.
grid.
Oh,
See, I told you, he's
Yeah.
pretty. He's a sharp kid. You know, it might not look like he's up there somewhere.
I try, you know.
sometimes.
Sorry, I ever doubted you.
Oh no, you are forgiven. Anyway, guys.
But go ahead, speak a little,
Yeah, say
a
something in
little.
Swahili as you said.
Swahili, habari yako,
Now, what is that?
uko mzuri, you know, how are you? Are you good?
That's so cool.
Uko naenda wapi? Where are you going? Uko nakunya nini? What are you drinking? You feel me? Just, you know.
That's so cool.
There's a little few in there,
Yeah, of
a little taste.
That's just a language you don't hear at all. very
At all.
often. So
Yeah, you
that's really why I wanted to hear it.
Yeah, you either have to be in Kenya or in my country.
Man.
And trust me, you gotta be certified.
Well, I
You just can't be a regular guy.
I feel honored, man. I feel honored.
But yeah,
Verified on.
yeah. So Congo is where I started, and then I came here when I was I think 12. At first it was hard. Oh, culture was different. The culture difference just hit me hard, just straight off the bat. I had to learn English fast because of school, you know. And in some class I was failing really hard, especially history, because I didn't really know what was really going on. Like I didn't know. Who discovered what? Like I didn't even know what discover means. You feel me?
Okay, so you didn't have any
I
type
didn't
of
have
knowledge. Of,
Well, I knew hi, how are you?
yeah, but like
Yeah,
other
how
than
you
that.
find things, you good.
The basics.
Basic, you know.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But like a hard stuff, like a whole sentence, it was
Sentence.
hard. So a lot of class I was failing, but I had to adapt really fast because if you fell in class, you couldn't play soccer. But I had this huge
Oh
love
yeah,
of
high school
soccer.
in the U.S. It was like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. You feel me?
yeah.
So
Is it not like that in other countries?
Nah,
That's
well,
weird.
for me, it was different. I mean, you can speak into this, but for me, in high school, soccer and academics completely separate.
no way.
Yeah, so soccer is not in high school. It's not a big deal. Whereas academics, like it has nothing to do. It's more of like a PA activity. More like, hey, like if your school was able to have a good team, then awesome. If your school wasn't, nobody cared. Like not a single person, no student, no teachers. Only the PA teacher cared. So if you had a good team and your PA teacher was actually like, oh hey, like we got a good team, we could enter competitions, then you would. But if it didn't, then nobody really
The
cared
focus
about
was
it.
not
Yeah,
there.
yeah. So for me, academics, I was worse than you, because for me, I had a teacher do my test for me.
Really?
I didn't get it, bro. Yeah,
She
bro.
was like, Claudio, I got this.
I mean,
No. Go ahead.
it showed that they really needed you on the team, so they didn't want you to fail. So the teacher was.
No.
It's not like
It's not like that.
Over here, it's like that.
No.
The teacher's helping you, and you play sports.
need you
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
I heard
no,
that
no,
here,
it's-
like where it's just
In college, it's like that too.
Oh, yeah.
In college, it's like that. But no, it's nothing to do. Like the teacher helped me because I mean, I was in the lowest class of the lowest set. Like, and it was embarrassing because for me, like back then, when I look back, I'm like, why was I so embarrassed? But it was embarrassing because all your friends you hung out
peers,
with, your peers are all on the classes, ahead of you, and you're on the lowest class.
Yeah.
And then you're with all the geeks and all the clowns, and you're like coming out of class and you're like, oh my gosh, why am I coming out with this person, coming out with a bunch of idiots? But then when I look back, when I look back, I'm thinking I was an idiot too. Like so.
But at the time, you're thinking, I can't believe
Yeah, I can't believe that's what I was thinking, bro.
That's funny.
You know I don't belong here.
I know I don't belong here. So that's what was different. So compared to the US. So go ahead, continue.
Yeah, so soccer, I would say, is what really kept me in school, kept me kind of focused, because the first year I was failing miserably. Like I had like 4 classes, all Fs. Like, bro, I didn't understand nothing. I was like, what is this, But and then I couldn't play the whole season. I played like 5 games. I was like, what? I know I'm way better than this. Yeah,
Is that because you were sucking or because it was the actual grade? You
no,
tripping.
grade was really bad. Trust me, it was great. I'll tell you.
That's fine. Leave that.
Like grade was really, really bad. Like I had 4 Fs for 4 classes. I'm not even gonna lie. And then the next day I was like, I gotta do better. I had to play more, and I'm not gonna lie, I was doing it for the sole purpose to play soccer. I was like, I'm gonna.
that was a motivation.
Yeah, that was my only motivation. I'm gonna do this for soccer. And then the next year I played at least 12 game or 15 game. And then the following year I played the whole season.
Nice. I bet that felt good.
Oh no, trust me, it felt nice. I mean, to even score a goal and then knowing that the next game you're gonna play. Every day you're gonna play, and then you may not start every match, but you're gonna play. Oh, that felt nice. That felt really nice. It's what really pushed my grade up. It pushed me to kind of care about school, and then after that, I think my high school coach got a job.
Mickey, shout out to Mickey.
Yes, sir. Hey. But anyway, Mick Galaski, legend. That's my boy.
He was good.
Man,
He could have gone pro.
he could have got.
He was good. He was a good soccer
Yeah,
player.
he was a
really good.
coach as well. Especially, he helped me through my high school a lot. I mean, the first year when he came, it was his first year in my high school as well. So we both were new. At first, it was hard. He didn't really believe me. He believed in me. He was like, "Bro, your grade is bad. Come on," like he was giving me motivation. like until my last year, he was like, Eddie, do you know you doubt yourself a lot? I was like, huh, you don't say.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you.
He went personal
Yeah,
with you? Wow.
doubt yourself a lot. If you just focus, trust me, you can accomplish a lot. And I was like, I bet. My last year, I gave it my all. I really did. I gave my everything. We lost, but I did give my everything. And then after that, after high school, he got a job in college, and he made that call. He was like, Eddie, I need you.
Really?
Yes, sir. I was like, all right then, on my way. You feel me? I'm on my way. You're
Not quite how the story went, but we'll go with it.
Yes, sir.
That's cool.
And I was like, you know what? I bet. He was like, hey, I'm a new coach at this college, and they're recruiting right now. Come play. Come try out. If you make it, you make it. If you don't,
You make the cut.
I give you a
Yeah.
give you a chance. And they thought I would be cut.
They said you didn't make the cut.
I played. I mean, that day, I'm not gonna lie, I had like a 6 month off. I'm not playing soccer.
Ooh.
Yeah, so when I came in, I'm seeing people from England. I was like, oh.
Australia.
Yeah, Australia.
Venezuela.
Bro, they touch him. Like, okay, this is different.
This is what I'm, this is different than what I'm used to.
This is not high school no more.
Yeah.
This is grown boy stuff. You
Grown boy stuff.
grown boys stuff. But anyway, yeah. I had to adapt anyway. So it was easy for me to adapt or not because when I came here, I had to learn how to adapt anyway. So that transition from high school to college and then meet new culture that I didn't even know about, it really, it really helped me out to be more open-minded. Exposed me to a lot of culture. Of course, I went a few places in the world. I have seen culture. I got exposed to that, but yeah, that's me. And it did about it.
What was that?
This guy.
What was it like? What's the difference between the school system in Congo?
Yeah.
Compared, did you go to high school in Congo?
No.
Did you go? You were in is it preschool they call it here?
I went to middle school.
Middle school in
Congo.
they have middle school in Congo.
Yeah, preschool. Pre-K, blah 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 blah, all the way to high school. Yeah, and colleges. What?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know your country was like this.
We are not that low, buddy.
Okay.
No, I'm just playing with you.
I know.
What was the difference? Because you came from preschool after completing preschool in Congo, right?
Middle school.
Oh, middle school, and then come here to do high school.
High school.
What was the difference in the system that you noticed between how the system was in Congo versus the system here?
Okay, so private school.
Oh, that boy went to a private school.
Yeah, well, that's right. Tell us about that.
So private school. It was more. I felt more like that was real school. Like
In what sense?
It was more like they really educate you. Like they have more access on stuff. Like they have more access on books. I knew the internet when I was in private school, but when I switched to like public school, look, nobody even knew the internet. Like computer. Computer.
Yeah. Nobody in Congo.
Like nobody. When I changed to public school, and I used to talk to my classmate. It was like the computer. You can do this on the computer. You can play music. You can play. It was like, what is a computer?
They didn't know what it was.
That's
crazy.
What year was that?
2004, 5, 2004, 5, 3, no 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wait, the internet was out then?
Yes. The internet's been out for a while.
What? I thought the internet was out. When did the internet go boom?
Yeah, that's the question.
No, seriously. Like, when
Well-
did they go off? Because I thought it was 2000.
But I feel
2016, 2006, I thought. Because I remember a period where I was young and I was playing outside. And I was playing out, and there was, I remember because I had those brick phones, right? And I remember I hated that phone because I wanted like an actual phone. And it was a time when the Sony Ericsson came out with the music, with the music.
Was that the one that had like the cover that
was
you
it?
flipped?
No.
flippers.
It was a slide. It slid up.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, let me go look it up.
kind of like the BlackBerry.
I think so. Sony.
Flippers.
Nah.
Sony Ericsson. It was like a regular
'cause I mean,
phone, but it
I
was
know what you're talking about.
Sony Ericsson.
it had the Walkman audio on it and everything.
Yeah.
It was
what
very
it?
loud.
Slide.
Very loud ringtone.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
talking
like
about?
it's kind of like a brick, but still that you were
Yeah,
Too
yeah,
loud,
yeah,
sweat.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sony Ericsson. The music one it
I want to
was.
sit for like a
Was
like a
it the
band.
slide?
just pose me. And I was
Oh, this was it.
Yeah.
This
that
was it right here.
I was
see
like
it.
having the last thing ever.
come on.
That's it.
Now.
This was. Let me put it up. Let me
Yes,
put it
sir.
up. This
Make it
was
big.
it.
Nah, for real.
Sony Ericsson. I remember that.
You remember the
Yeah.
Sony?
Did you have one of those, or you wanted one of those?
I wanted one. Eventually,
it
I
was so
think I
cool,
got
like-
one.
Really?
Yeah, but
I remember those.
No, it was
I had a
pretty.
friend-
I can't
We
make
found
it
one of
bigger.
those in a
I don't know how to
dumpster.
Make it bigger.
Yeah.
And he kept it, and he was showing me.
Oh, in a dumpster.
His dad was the trash man.
Oh,
And he,
okay.
and he was
I don't
like,
know how to
Dustin,
make
check
it
this
bigger.
phone. My dad
Seriously, I
found. He
don't know
gave
how
it
to
to
use
me.
this.
Some Sony Ericsson phone. I was like, that's cool.
You'll never find a phone in the garbage in Africa.
He said he plugged it in and it worked.
It'll be gone.
Yeah.
You'll never find one.
Oh.
It's already been picked up.
It'll be gone by the second.
Is that
The
because
soon
that-
you drop it, somebody else already picked it
Right
up.
behind you.
Even if it doesn't work,
Yeah, yeah.
somebody gonna make it work.
Or take the pieces and sell the pieces.
There you go. Easy money, easy work.
Yeah, I don't know how to make it bigger.
Yeah. No, you're good.
You feel
Yeah,
me?
but this is it.
Yeah.
You remember those?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have this per se, but I had like the old, like I remember
This one, guys.
my 2004 phone. Like it was literally Sony Ericsson, but it was a flipper on the bottom, not on the top, but on the bottom.
So just it would flip out and then you could see the buttons.
There you
Oh,
go.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Right
Sony Ericsson.
there.
Like you could see the screen, then you flip it out, and then you go all the.
The
Flip
button.
phone.
Huh.
That's what
Yeah,
I
I think
have.
that's when I was
But
thinking,
the
I think of the one you were saying right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was like a different level.
Not
Yeah,
the flip
yeah.
at the top, but the flip at the bottom. Because
At
this
the
one's
bottom.
the flip at the top. You see where it flips at the top, but yours flipped at the bottom, right?
Yeah, at the bottom.
This one.
That's funny. You guys are such-
No.
So you have.
This one right here. Is that it?
No, that's not.
Wasn't it?
That's not.
That's the one that flips at the bottom.
I
You really
had the
tried.
whole school, buddy. I had the whole school, Sonny B. I'll show you right there, Ken.
Which one?
Right there, Kazo. Right there. The
Oh,
whole
the
school.
old.
Oh, wow, but that looked like
My great granddad
There
kind
you
of
go.
type. This one right here.
Great granddad.
First phone
First phone.
of mine.
That was
right
your
there.
first
That right there.
I used to flip that motherfucker out of nowhere. For no reason.
For no reason.
Bro, I had no
Because-
friend to call because none of my friends have phone, right? Out of nowhere, I see somebody to impress. Flip that.
Shake it.
Just flip it out of nowhere.
Flip
up?
it. Yeah.
Wow,
For real.
wow, that's crazy.
Exactly
bro.
what I did.
That's
you feel me?
crazy.
Just to look cool.
It's kind of how we grew up.
Yeah.
Just to look cool.
Is that how you got girls?
I tried to have a girl like that, but it never worked. You know
No.
what? Bro, because girls, at some point, like people who got cars, you know, who got extra stuff. You know,
Really?
like at some point, having a phone, it became like, yeah, I got it too. You feel me?
Yeah.
No, bro, like at some point in my country, not everybody had a phone. Like, phone was very, like, if you have a phone, you'd be like, whoa, you got money.
You got money,
Yeah,
right,
you,
right.
you feel me?
Mhm.
But now things change. You feel me? And it changed quick though, really quick. It became more about, you know, what kind of clothes you wearing. Is it real or fake? Like they're really they'll stop you just to check really.
Hey, is this fake? Is this real?
Or real, bro? Trust me.
But that shows you like superficiality.
Yeah.
Like you know, like what you're looking
Yeah.
to just
Yeah.
be with someone. You know, it's
Yeah.
like,
Well, it's
Possessions.
well,
and
it's like
things,
today.
you know.
It's funny, like today. I don't know whether you've noticed, but I know, I'm realizing that I'm getting older, like very old, because the new trend is like when you buy something new, you don't take the tag off.
Really?
Yes,
That's
I know.
noticed that.
Yeah, have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Kinda
been
weird.
probably
Listen,
out for a while.
Do not do that.
Don't do
Just know what he says. Don't do that.
Yeah, so people buy shoes, and I've seen
just
it also
leave it.
where we
Leave the
work,
price.
where they'll leave like the price tag on their shoes.
Not the price tag,
Bro.
Yeah.
And with the clothes, and you go and you have to check for a minute and go, wait a minute, is he still got the?
But
Like they
look
just
what-
bought
It was $69.
It was on sale.
bro, it's like
Saved money on this.
how can people
Yeah.
get to do stuff just because others do it?
I
You
know,
know,
Yeah,
it's just
a
like
trend.
It's
just,
a
yeah,
trend,
but like
that's
it's
it.
like there's
Yeah,
trends and
yeah.
trends. You know, there's trends that may be cool, but there's trends that are like that
Yeah,
one's so
yeah.
stupid.
No, like it's a big trend too, bro. Like you see them like they'll have like a new like jacket on, and you'll just see the tag just dangling
Yeah.
down.
Is
But
it
they
just to
want it
show you have new
Speaking
clothes
on
or
that,
what?
right? Speaking on that, in my country we have what we call the sapeur.
This
Sapeur.
sapeur.
Sapeur. It's like a.
That's French.
Yeah.
Je m'appelle.
There you go. Bienvenue.
J'ai venu. Comme ci, comme ça.
Ça va, ça va.
Ça va bien, merci.
It just depends how you feel.
How you feel about
But
it?
anyway,
Je sais pas.
that boy came in with that. You feel me? Yeah.
Thought about it.
Alright. Je ne sais pas.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and then I mean, it's called the sapeur. It's like all our like country culture that you can see. Oh, bro, the brokest guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he'll have the most expensive clothes.
Well, that's
Just so he
back
can
home the
show.
same thing, bro. The
Bro.
He spent all of his money on the clothes.
On the clothes.
That's what it is,
phone,
bro.
If you
shoes.
look at his house, he live in a small shack.
Like a tent.
He barely have food, but he got
Yeah.
Gucci, Prada. You be like,
Bro. Same
you
thing back
saved
home.
up all this money. You be like, how is
But-
even what?
Same thing back home. They don't have electricity or
At
water,
all.
but they have. Back home is very nice shoes, like the last Nike shoes, like so expensive.
The Jordan, the Air
Yeah,
Jordans,
yeah.
the new ones, the latest ones.
And phone,
That's
but they don't have
Nicest phone.
enough money to eat.
At
They don't have
all.
electricity. They don't have water.
People priority.
Bro.
Make sure your priorities are in order.
And Congo, bro.
That's
Yeah, that's
crazy.
People are insane.
I think you were telling me that one day. I was complaining about something probably along the lines of like, yeah, I don't have the right, this and that, and,
Yeah.
and you're like, don't worry about it. You're
Yeah.
like,
For real.
you're too worried about your things and stuff. Like
Yeah,
Americans are so
yeah.
worried about their status. and
That's
this and that.
true.
And
Ooh,
Yeah.
facts.
Other countries,
It's sometimes
as you
up
told
there.
me, like you're like back in Europe, it's about their hair, it's about what they
Yeah.
dress,
Uh-huh.
about who they really are, rather than what they have or their status.
True.
And that I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's different. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
In
it's-
America, most of the time, obviously there's the ones who do care about their looks, but most of it's like, how much money do you make? Or where do you
Yeah,
work?
'cause,
or-
like,
you don't think
it's
how much
about
you have.
people
Next
talking.
one.
I see that. Yeah, in the U.S., a lot of people just like to talk. Yeah, because I have this property and I have this and this and I do the. Yeah, I'm very successful and it's like
Yeah.
it
I mean-
all goes around
Yeah.
the money, the the
That
status.
it-
I have 3 cars and I have a big house.
3
Right.
cars.
You have to
2
let it
kids.
hang. You feel me?
I'm not gonna lie.
You gotta let it
I
hang.
was like that when I was in high school. Well, my late years of high school, I was like that. I was buying. I remember I was working. I got my first job,
Okay.
and I was working, and I could buy. I remember when because even in high school I was selling candy. I was selling candy, and I was saving
Wow.
up. Yeah,
Boys and Girl Club.
bro.
Hustling, man.
My boys from England remember these days.
Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all.
I used to sell cans of Coke,
Really?
cans of Pepsi.
That's cool.
Used to sell what were they? The Bueno bars that I like to eat.
Oh,
yeah,
Kinder Bueno.
Kinder Buenos. I used to sell those. I used to sell, and they were like, here you would say like 25 cents.
Yeah.
Right. So I would sell them for like 25 cents each. Right. I would buy them in bulk, put them in my bag,
Nice.
and put in my bag, and like I would have a bunch of stuff in my bag, cans, but my bag would be so heavy, bro, so heavy. I go into school, but the thing is, if you got caught, all your stuff confiscated.
Then
Yeah.
it's over, buddy.
So you didn't want to be the only one selling. You wanted like multiple people selling, but you didn't want too many people selling, because if you had too many people selling,
you'll make it obvious.
you no
make the black hot.
no you wouldn't get rid of your stuff. But if you were the only one that was selling, everybody would surround you,
Everybody
and then
knew
the
you
teachers
were.
would know, oh,
Yeah.
he's selling, and then they would come on, let's go.
Can't do that here.
Yeah,
check
bro.
your locker.
And I remember I sold so, like, I was saving up for my soccer cleats. I was saving up, and I brought. Do you remember the F50s?
Come on, man.
F50 soccer cleats. F50s.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
do you
did.
remember them?
If you,
Adidas.
Bro.
I'm sure if you show them a
Come on,
picture.
man.
F50s. I'm telling you, you'll remember this.
You know F50. No, F150. You
No,
tripping.
no.
F150.
No, 50.
Bro, I do this. Come on now.
Soccer.
They'll prove you wrong.
Soccer
Soccer
cleats.
cleats.
F150.
No.
F150.
Oh yeah.
No,
Which
no,
one?
no.
This one?
No. I had the 2000.
I love these ones. Bro.
No, I didn't like those ones.
Bro, it make me smooth. It made me go out.
Oh, where are these? Where are these?
Extra speed, man.
And I had it was they were clear at the back. Oh, these ones.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, look, Eddie. These ones. I had these ones. They were clear at the back. Yeah,
That's
Dustin.
cool.
Okay, so you were trying to get those?
Bro,
I mean,
no,
it look like
trying.
the Predators.
Did you get
got
them?
those?
I got them.
Nice.
I saved all my money, and I remember this day. I went to the store, right? I had change. Back then you could pay like, or you could pay stuff with change, and I had like all my money in change, in bags of change. And I remember I turned up to the store and I was looking at them. I was like, yes, I can get them.
Yes, sir.
I got them. I went to the counter. She was like, this is gonna be like 100 and something, right?
Don't
And I was like, okay, I won't worry about it. I got my bag out. Change bag. For real, bro, for real.
He been hustling the whole summer. You feel me?
So
Yeah.
payday. You
feel
carry
me?
your money
I
in
carry
bags.
my money in little money bags.
Well, you improved because now at least you use a pocket, but this guy doesn't use a wallet. Bro, this guy doesn't use a wallet, and you know how many
We do
times
not
he
use a
loses
wallet.
cards or. This guy.
I don't use a wallet, bro.
Me-
I
me
don't.
too. I do not.
Everything is on my phone. All my cards, credit cards
you
on
really
my
hope
phone.
that phone works every time.
Yeah. So if I don't, like, I've been to Walmart. He knows this.
Make sure you cover my cup. But anyway.
Just cut it out.
Yeah, it's
It's all,
cut
it's all good.
I've been to Walmart. I mean, just probably last week. I went to Walmart. I think it was for you. I still have your stuff there for the what is it called? Condensed milk.
Oh, you do?
I think I still have it in the car.
Yes.
I went to Walmart to get condensed milk, and it was after I dropped you off. It was actually yesterday. Was it?
It was yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Don't tell me.
I went to
your last
Walmart, and I parked, and I go, I don't have any money because I just used the money to cut my hair. So I was like, I gotta go home, get my card. Because Walmart doesn't take Apple Pay.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, Walmart doesn't take Apple Pay.
For some reason.
For whatever
Oh, that's
reason,
amazing.
yeah. So I was like sat in the car and I'm like, I probably should have brought my card, but I didn't. So I was like, okay, turn the car back on, went back home. I had to go get my card, come back to Walmart. Yeah, bro, I know. The thing is, I don't like carrying wallets. I really don't.
Huh.
Because,
I tried, bro. I
me
used to.
personally-
There's wallets that are small.
Yeah.
There's ones. Yeah, I get it. They're big. Like it's just annoying.
It's bad enough to take my phone, bro.
Exactly.
It's
Me
bad enough.
personally, right? If I put everything on my wallet, if I lose that wallet, I lose everything.
Everything, yeah.
And then it's easy for me to lose a
Yeah,
wallet.
that's true.
You don't want to bring
Yeah,
everything
but it's
with you.
like-
That's my
Yeah.
point. It's why I'm really scared of
Yeah,
wallets.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
but
lie. In college, I lost my passport. Did I tell you that? I lost my passport once.
I think you
think
told
Right.
me.
you did too.
Did I tell you?
Yeah.
I lost my
Yeah.
passport, and I didn't know that I lost my passport until somebody messaged me saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
I found your passport. It was in my front yard."
Oh yeah, you told me. Yeah, that was
I
crazy.
think-
Just in their front yard, like
Bro,
Yeah, you.
When you lost it, right?
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, let's go see if Joe's has it." We went to Joe's.
that was was that the same time?
Bro, I swear, because he was like, "Bro, I lost my ID." You didn't say your passport. You said your ID. I was like, "Huh?"
Yeah, that was my ID.
That
though.
was your- oh,
yeah. So this is a
was your
different
ID?
time. This is my passport, and I didn't realize this because it was. Not gonna lie, back in the day, I was kind of the party animal, bro. It was when we went to Joe's.
No way.
And back in the day, right, when I was a hardcore drinker, bro, like I didn't need anybody. I was self-efficient. So that meant that when I'm doing my business, right, if I'm going and I'm doing my own thing, I'm going to pull my own girls, you know, I'm doing my own thing, right? I'm
See,
all
hold
about
on,
myself.
Let me explain them how it works.
Okay, tell them how it works.
oh no.
You start with the pregame.
The pregame.
Of course, you'll
the
start with the pregame.
That's true.
Pregame, we're all together,
Mhm.
having fun, blah, blah, blah. Whoever come.
Usually
whoever come.
one north, one south,
South.
or Parkland.
Pancake, the whole stuff, the whole
Parkland
place.
Point.
Pop it, you hear
Parkland,
me?
that's true. Yeah.
Now, on our way to the club,
To the club.
we'll go.
We all go together, bro.
But now,
Mm.
the most important thing, guys.
Very important.
When you get to the
When
club,
you get to the club.
when it's action time, listen. You go do your thing,
Yeah.
and I will go do my thing.
And everybody gets home at their
Yeah.
own time.
At the end of the night, if you come with somebody,
you don't get home at your
We
own
don't get home
time,
at
bro.
your
That's
own
how it was,
time.
bro. That's how
But
it was.
nobody bother nobody.
Nobody
at the club.
bother. Mm.
You go do your thing over there.
Mm,
I conquer this.
Yeah.
This place right here. You gonna take this place. You gonna go to that corner. That's you. But me right there.
That's how it was.
I'm here. Like literally.
That's how it
We'll
was.
separate.
Yeah.
Do your whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then the next day we talk about what happened.
What happened?
Oh yeah, bro, what's going on? You see that? Everyone, come on now, crazy stuff like that, buddy.
And this one time, I had decided, oh, you know what? The thing is, like, I could have got a ride home. Like the ride home when an issue. Everybody
Never
could
an
take-
issue.
Yeah,
But as soon as you walk out, you
You
can see
wanna walk
it.
in?
yeah. I decided to walk. I was convinced because people were always like, Claudio, you can't just walk, Claudio. And every time we'd go out, I wanted to walk. I don't know why. I would just wanted to walk.
How far was the walk?
Oh, bro, from
Like
where?
30 minutes?
Joe's to
One
one north or one south or the atrium. How far was that?
15 to 20 minutes.
15.
No.
No. 30, 40.
Yeah, for sure.
It's 30 to
45
45 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm walking.
For sure.
And I remember I was walking. And sometimes I'm walking, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty lit up, right? I was pretty drunk. And I sat down I would sit down, I would reminisce about life, you know.
Someone's yard?
So anywhere, whether it was somebody's yard or whatever.
That's called the alcohol kick.
You just kick in and just like,
Yeah, so I'm
gonna sit down in this guy's front yard.
I'm just sitting down, like on the
Too
grass, bro.
comfortable.
On the grass, just sat down there, and then I'd get up and I continue walking. Sometimes,
Yeah, you were pretty bad then.
bro. Sometimes we would even I would even go to. You remember Fat Joe's?
Oh, come on now. That was the spot.
Oh, was it Fat Joe? Was
Fat
it
sandwich.
Fat sandwich? Fat sandwich.
Fat
It was a
sandwich?
sandwich
You kidding
place, right?
Right
So-
after Joe's.
Right after drinking,
gotta make
you
your
would
way
go
there.
over there, right?
Sandwich?
And you
Fat sandwich.
would get a sandwich, and sometimes you would go and you see everybody there.
Everybody's on the
Same
free. Yeah, it's like, oh, you here? You here? Hey, ah, we here too, cuz. Yeah.
So sometimes I would even go there, but this time I decided to go home. I went home, and I remember a couple of days went by. I get a message on my Facebook notification. It was on a request because I have my Facebook on private, whatever.
Yeah.
And I see notification request. Okay, click on it. hey, it was this lady, I think. Hey, by the way, are you Claudio? Because if you are, I have your passport right here. And I go, you do? And I go, I look around and I go, you do.
You actually did.
You actually
didn't even notice.
I didn't
But when
even
was
notice.
it? The day after?
That's
No,
hilarious.
a couple of, probably, I'm not even gonna lie, it's probably like 4 or 5 days after.
No way.
I didn't even realize I had lost my passport, bro. And then until she messaged me and she was like, I got your passport. I was like, there is no way you got my passport. I'm looking everywhere trying to find this passport. Then I realized she might actually have my passport. And then she sent me the picture of it and I was like, oh, okay. Then I went by and got it, bro. Yeah, bro, it was crazy. It was really crazy.
I mean, at some point, when I look back, I really appreciate it that we made it out of that.
We did environment. I really do actually.
It was really a big lesson learned in life, you know.
Bro,
and
The people around you guys.
Yeah, and like plus like I'm happy I went to that stage earlier than later on in life because I don't want to be 30, 40. You see me at the club.
Yeah,
I went through that already.
Yeah.
You know? So it's why like I really appreciate my college days. It got me off of that party life early and realized it's fun, but only for certain time.
Oh yeah.
And then there's more important than
There's
that.
more to
Because,
life than that.
Yeah,
there really is.
at that point we thought like it was school party, school party.
It was bad,
Yeah, like
bro.
school
It
party
was
soccer,
bad.
school
Yeah,
party soccer.
something
That's
bad.
we thought our life was there.
We lived for the night,
week-
bro.
the
Your
weekend.
life is there.
Yeah.
And that's certain.
Bro,
Yeah.
Monday we at the
At the
club.
club. I think I told I told
bro,
you this.
Trust
Yeah.
me, Monday night Joe's.
Monday
there.
night Joe's.
Yeah, if God is good that day, Tuesday we won't go to the
Wow.
But Wednesday, we there. Thirsty Thursday, we are there.
For real,
Yeah,
Thursday,
I'm telling you, bro.
And also, it was student
Facts.
night on Thursdays
Yeah,
too, bro.
you like on Thursday you get on for free.
You get in for free, bro.
We are there because
Bro.
everybody, the volleyball girl, the soccer girl,
every
the
girl
basketball
is there,
girl. You
bro.
know I
Yeah.
gotta be
Yeah.
there. Like it's the only way I have to get my shine on.
And
And then on Friday,
Yeah.
okay, Friday, that's where everything begins.
Yeah.
Friday, it's like a pregame for the next
For
day.
the next day.
Because you know the next day,
Yeah.
everybody from UVI, from
Parkland.
Parkland, from some people from Rental,
Yeah.
they're gonna be at one place.
Yeah.
So you really had to like, bro, like our routine. I don't know how we really got out of that.
Oh, bro.
We got out of that.
When I look back, bro, like
I don't know.
and the thing is, like, when I
It's
look
crazy.
back, as you were saying, Eddie, I look back, like, I am thankful to God that I got out of that alive. And when I look back, I look at how God had protected me in certain situations, bro, because there were certain situations where I got myself in, right?
Yeah.
Where there was a time where I drove my friend's car, a manual car. I didn't know how to drive, right? And I remember that I didn't know how to drive. He just gave me a 5-minute tutorial.
Hey, do this, do that. Good luck.
You remember Zach? Zach Downey, remember, bro?
Shout out to you,
for
bro.
real. He's in Germany doing his thing.
That boy doing his
But
thing.
he gave me a 5-minute tutorial. Hey, here. And his mom, his Bonnie, shout out to Bonnie. Bonnie
Shout out to
also,
you too.
she gave me some tutorial lessons, right? Here. I was like, okay, I got this. I drove around a little bit in the parking lot. I'm like, yeah, I got it. I'll pick you up. This night I wasn't going out because I think I was going through a breakthrough. You know, we went through a breakthrough, bro. I was going through a lot back then.
Yeah.
I went to pick these guys up, and I remember I'm driving, right? And I get there successfully. I'm looking for my friend. He told me he was gonna be there at this specific time. I'm like, okay, I'm texting him. He's nowhere to be seen. Blah 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 blah. Nowhere to be seen, right? And then I'm like, okay, I can't wait any longer, so I'm heading back. On the way back, I'm driving. I stop at the stop sign. No, at the lights, right? The lights were my biggest nightmare. Why? Because I have to start again. Because you have to accelerate and use the clutch, right? That was the hardest part to figure it out, bro. The hardest part. So I stop at this. You know the light. I think the one by the bus.
It's like right before there's a statue.
There's a statue.
Right
yeah.
exactly.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
It's on Green Street. Guys.
Yeah, Green Street.
Yeah,
right.
Green
that light, bro. So I'm going. I stop the light, and I need to go. It turns green, and I'm going, and it's not going, bro. It's not going. People are beep, beep, and I'm doing this, bro. I'm sweating, bro. I'm sweating. I'm like, come on, go through. Bro, I see a police car on the rearview mirror, and I'm like, oh, come on.
Sweating.
I'm sweating, bro. I'm worried. I'm done. Turns red again.
You're still at the same place, man. You know you ain't going nowhere.
What about the police?
Bro, but the police didn't come until when it turned red the second time. So I let a few cars go because I put my what is it called? The hazards on just to wave them. Yeah, my car's kind of not working. So
You know your car was fine.
So it turns red. So I'm like, okay, but then at this point when it turns red, the police car turns. I'm like, and there was a car behind me, and then it was the police car. So I was like, I'm gonna have to figure this out, right?
Yeah.
Luckily, by the grace of God, and I mean luckily, bro, I managed to get it on the second time because the car goes beep, beep, and I'm like, oh shoot. And I managed to go in the second time, bro. Yeah, and I just kept going, bro. Yeah, bro. So, yeah, bro. It was crazy.
What's the takeaway from this story? So you guys are saying you're happy you're where you're at now, and you're not where you used to be. What's the takeaway?
You go first.
To wrap this episode up.
My takeaway is,
3 minutes.
That those experiences, it made me who I am a little bit. Yeah, it shaped me as some part in my life because I feel like if I didn't go through all that, I would have made a lot of mistake after that.
Mm-hmm.
So it taught me a few things. Like especially I had to. Because back then it was more I'm gonna follow the crowd, and then at some point you realize you're becoming your own man.
You're like, what am I doing?
Yeah,
I'm doing all this.
Yeah, it's like wait, like am I gonna still be doing this forever, or it's just like
momentarily?
Yeah, you start asking yourself questions.
Where's this going?
And you start like, what do you really want from your life? Because at some points I remember I'll sit back at a party, especially when I'm really drunk. I'll sit back and really think like, just watching everybody, watching you guys having a good time, and just watch it be like, like, how long I'm gonna keep doing this?
Yeah.
Like how long is this gonna keep going?
Did you feel the same way?
For me, yeah, like a little bit different, just for the sake of time. I won't go into too much detail. But for me, it was similar in a way because actually I realized like as I'm going through the process of school and like going through the partying stage, I had realized, hey, like at some point we're all going our separate ways. And I'm realizing this early on, probably before, I don't know, I didn't realize you were thinking about this, but I was thinking about this earlier before, like people like, you're in a party enjoying yourself and I'm sitting there like going, wow, like this isn't going to last forever. At some point, like what am I going to do? And that's where like it started kicking in.
Like,
go ahead.
Like, he probably going to do this. He probably going to do this after this. He probably going to do this after college, and then it really take you back like, what am I doing?
What am I gonna do?
It really set you back a little bit.
That's cool, guys.
But hey, we're gonna extend this episode to the third one, but as of right now, we're gonna hit it, Eddie. What's your
well, guys, please
wait.
subscribe.
Don't do the cut thing yet.
No. He's gonna do the.
Okay.
He's gonna do his intro first. He's gonna do
the outro.
Yeah, do your.
The outro.
Yeah, the subscribe, the thing that you do, bro.
The thing.
Come on,
Thanks
bro.
for watching. You got to meet,
anyway,
Marcos
guys.
Eddy.
Yes, sir. This is the I Am podcast. It's a 4 individual, which I counted it right.
Yeah,
right?
you did.
Right.
Yeah,
You know how to count. That's good.
I don't have to count. But we are very grateful for you to tune in to our channel. Please hit the link in the description. Check our individual Instagram. There's a link there.
Yep.
If you're having any trouble of finding I Am Podcast, please check out Instagram pages or Facebook page. Wherever you can find the I Am Podcast, check out Dustin.
Get 3, 2, 1. We didn't get
Wrap it
to.
up.
What happened is the camera only records 30 minutes at a time, so I cut them off. So Eddie, as you were saying.
Yes, sir. So please check out our Instagram pages. Which yours is?
It's Dustin Kyle.
Mine is Eddie Ulubaga.
Mine is Claudio Antonio with 2 eyes.
Remember?
And Marcos Devoto is mine. So
There you go. Please check the link there in our private Instagram page, and of course we have a I Am Podcast Instagram page as well. You can check it out. We'll have plenty of contacts in there.
I've been kind of
Pictures.
slacking a little bit, so sorry about that. But hey,
It's gonna get you there.
we getting there. This is a hobby, you know. This ain't full time work, so
We'll
we
figure it out.
figured it out. But okay, stay tuned anyway for sure.
True. Please hit the bell, hit the subscription button, and please, guys, 1, 2, 3. Cut!